Welcome to Raj Online Trainings. In the series of UI full stack web development, let us go with one more new video in this series. That is, let us see how to download this Visual Studio Code. This Visual Studio Code is very important and recommended by many web developers. Using this Visual Studio Code, we can develop the web applications very easily. We can write the code of HTML easily, CSS, JavaScript. It's going to provide a lot of suggestions by using this Visual Studio Code. Let us see now how to download this Visual Studio Code. So even we call it as VS Code. Open search engine like Google and you can search here for Visual Studio Code download. Let me show this. Search here for Visual Studio Code download. You can even say VS Code download. The first link, whatever we are getting here, Visual Studio Code. Download this Visual Studio Code for Mac, Linux, Windows. And this is the URL you can use to download. Let me open this link. Let me provide this URL in the document. So, https://code.visualstudio.com download. This is the URL you can use to download this Visual Studio Code. In this page, you can download this Visual Studio Code for Windows operating system. You can download it for Linux operating system and you can download it for Mac operating system. In our case, I'm going to use Windows. Just to click on this Windows. Click on this Windows to download Visual Studio Code for Windows operating system. Let us do this. Click on this. See here, it's going to download the file for us. VS Code user setup x64. It's going to download this file. Once this download is complete, we need to run this application in order to install Visual Studio Code on our operating system. See, it has downloaded the executable file. Run this application. Just if you click on the download file, it's going to start installing. In this page, accept the license agreement. Click on next button. Then it will ask you where you want to install Visual Studio Code. It will go with a path. So you can keep as it is, or you can even change the path. Wherever you want to install, you can install. It's up to you. Then just click on next button. Then here it will ask you to go with the name Visual Studio Code. Just click on next button. Then if you want to create a desktop shortcut, then you can make a check mark over here. Then, and you can find the option C, add open with code. So whenever you are creating some HTML files, if I want to open that file in Visual Studio Code directly, you can make a check mark over here. You can even find add open with code action to Windows Explorer directory also. You can even make a check mark so that the complete folder will get opened in Visual Studio Code. So just to make a check mark to these three options, create a desktop icon, add open with code for Windows Explorer file content menu and complete directory content menu also. Click on next button, then click on install button. Then the installation is in progress now. The installation has been completed, and let me uncheck this so that I can open this Visual Studio Code on from desktop. So just to click on this finish button to complete the installation part. Now we can see a shortcut on your desktop. It will create one shortcut on your desktop. This one, Visual Studio Code. Run this application. Double click on this icon, which is going to open Visual Studio Code. I just close the files. Now, so this is how the Visual Studio Code looks. Now the theme what it is showing over here is dark theme. If you want to change the theme, you can go to this menu file and you can see the option preferences and you can see your theme and you can choose your color theme. So by default, it is dark modern. If you want to change it to other themes, you can even change here. You can click here light. If you click here light, it will become white color background. So let us go with the dark background only. Theme, color theme. I'm choosing a dark Visual Studio Code background. So this is the theme what I'm going to use. Now, whenever you want to create a new HTML file, you can even directly create the file, or you can even open the folder here, and in that folder you can create the files. In the last video we have seen, we have created one folder HTML programs. Let us open that folder here. So how to open folder? Click on the menu file, open folder, and you can see in the desktop I'm having this folder HTML programs. Let me open this folder. You can work in any folder. Now see, you can see the HTML programs folder, and we have created the file, say welcome.html. You can even open this file here, right? Now, if you want to create a new program here, you can find the options here, this one. You can see the options here, new file. If you just click on this new file, it's going to create a new file. Go with the name. I'm going here with hello.html. And see the file has been created here, hello.html. Now, what is the structure of HTML file? We go with the doc type to go with the version, to mention the version as HTML5 version. We go with the head section, HTML section. So first root tag is HTML. Under that head section, then under that title, then again body section. So if that complete, we call it as boilerplate template. We call it as a template. So to generate that boilerplate template in Visual Studio Code, just you can use a shortcut exclamation. Just as exclamation, and if you press enter key, the complete template, the complete boilerplate code will come in front of us. See here, this is the doc type mentioning that HTML5 version we are using, and see the root tag is HTML, head section, which goes with this meta tags. We'll discuss about this meta tags later, and see the title, body section. Right? So the complete boilerplate template will come to us. Just what we need to do, I'm showing once again. Just type exclamation and on your keyboard press enter. That's it. Now let us change the title here. So I'll say here hello. And in the body section, you can go with your content. So like example, I'll say welcome to Raj Technologies. Right? Now save this file, and you can even have the option like auto save. If you make a check mark to this auto save, you need not save this file every time. So when you are typing the code only, the file will get saved. Now we have to open this file in the browser. So in order to open this file in the browser, if you right click on this hello.html, you can see the option say open in default browser or other browser. If this option is not visible for you, we need to add this extension. How to add this extension is, you can see this box shaped symbols, this one, this we call it as extensions. If you click on these extensions, here you need to search here for open in browser. Open in browser, and here you will be finding the button install. You will be finding the button what here you can find, instead of uninstall, you can find the button here install. Since already it has been installed here over here, so I'm getting the option uninstall. So if that option is not present, you will be having the button here install. So just to click on this install button, then that plugin will get added to you. Now once that plugin gets added, you can simply right click on this. Even if you click here, it will get closed off. If you just right click over here, and you can say open in default browser, then say it is going to open the browser and is going to show the message to us, welcome to Raj Technologies, and see the title name, say hello here. And if you want to increase the font size of your code, if you want to change the font size of your code, how to change the font size is go to file, preferences, and you can see the option say settings. In the settings, you can see commonly used, this one like a font size. You can see the font size over here. So it is taking it as 20. You can even change the value over here. For example, if you make it 30, and close this settings. See, the size of your program, the font size of your program has been increased over here. So let us come back to 20 only, which looks good to us. Come to preferences, settings, and let us make this font size as 20 over here. Once we close this, you can see the font size of our program is now 20. Right? So that's about how to download Visual Studio Code and how to develop a HTML file in Visual Studio Code. So once we open this folder in Visual Studio Code, in this folder we can create all our HTML files. Right? So that's about in this video. Please subscribe, like and share. Thank you.